Well, we had quite the day right here. We had quite the day yesterday in Ohio. As you know, well, you may not know, depending on where you are, but it was hot. Hot in Lexington and a scorcher in Ohio. We raced in Ohio. I flew into Lexington. We raced in Ohio, in Lexington. What night is that, Friday? No, what day is that? Saturday. Sunday? Yeah, it was. Sunday, I flew into Lexington, and it was so hot there. Just sucked the life out of me. The Twinsburg raced great. Finished 5th in 51. I guess she paced 52 and raced absolutely tremendous. Then we drove 3 hours back to Ohio. Got up in the morning, went to the sale in the afternoon. Now, the problem with the Ohio sale, that first sale, is there's a lot of Amish people there, and the Amish don't really care to have their horses viewed, apparently. They didn't show up till the next day, so we looked at what we could. And then, but the horses we wanted to see, 2 or 3 of the horses we really wanted to see, weren't there till late that night or early the next day. And it was a real problem because I had to race the next morning. We had to train Oso Pine, See You in Tuscany, and Meadowbrook Charlie at Scioto Downs at 8 o'clock in the morning. And just get out of bed. 8 o'clock in the morning, and then I had to jet as quick as I could to the sale, 45 minutes away, to look at Talking Peter and a couple of the other horses that I wanted to see. Talking Peter was amongst our top picks at the sale, and I really wanted to get a look at this horse. So Danny O'Brien had come down, and he was staying down with Allison, his significant other, and they were going to the sale for a look for the horse themselves also. So I had him look at some of ours, just tell me what he thought of them, a little overview, so see if I needed to go see them or not. A couple of them he marked off right away, and a couple of them he didn't. So when I got to the sale, I looked at Talking Peter. I liked Talking Peter. I just thought because he was an Uncle Peter and he was bred pretty good and was such a good-looking individual that he would just bring too much money. So I said to Danny, I said, I'm not willing to pay $22,000, $20,000 for an Uncle Peter at the Ohio Mix Sale. I said, you know, the state's full of Uncle Peters this year, and again, if the right price come up, yes, we'd look at him, but 20 I thought was what he'd bring, maybe, and I thought it was too much. So I put a check mark beside him, but I wanted to watch him, see how he was in the ring. So when I was done doing this, I was only at the sale for an hour and a half, maybe. I got to see our first 2 horses that I wanted to bid on go through. Both of them I missed. I got the first one, actually. I was there for 4 horses we were going to bid on. So I watched 91, I'm a She, go through, and I'm a She was a horse I thought very, very highly of, and we just couldn't get her. I stopped bidding at 13, which was right around what I said she'd bring. She went for 14 or 15, but whoever was bidding against me, he wasn't letting her go, or she wasn't letting her go, whoever it was. You know, there was immediate bids coming back at me, and I was getting into a range where I was a little uncomfortable. Yes, she was a gorgeous filly, but she was a full count, and you know, the value angle of that filly just was trickling away, so I had to let her go. My top pick of the entire sale was a Big Rigs filly, and I had to watch her leave also. She just went for too much money. But we did find a ton of value in Ohio. And that's really what it's all about, is taking a look at what you can buy and the individual. I keep saying this all the time to people. You know, yes, you have to look at the catalog. You have to find yourself a well-bred horse. Look for good pedigrees. What somebody called the other day, sneaky pedigrees. Horses that are in there that you don't see, or mothers of horses that are in the second dam that are hidden. So I mean, you got to look there. You got to look for all these things when you're at the sale, but first and foremost is the individual itself. So for me, we found 7 horses in Ohio yesterday. 5 Ohio breds, 1 Pennsylvania bred filly that I thought was extremely cheap, and the other one was a Indiana trotting colt. So I'm going to give you a quick run through. There's videos underneath all the pedigrees underneath in these horses, and I explained what I liked about them and I didn't. So I'm going to run through real quick with you. Number 93 was excellent. Excellent Nation. This was a slam dunk for us. 12-5 for this We Will See colt. He was put together so well. Big, thick, chunky colt, long, strong, just a flashy colt. For a We Will See to bring this much money, and 12-5, you might say, oh, it's not that much money. But it is, because people still have to write a check for $12,500. And when you're talking about the mixed sale in Ohio, 12-5 for a yearling is a lot of money. So this We Will See colt, he warranted the money. Just a good-looking colt. Everything about him I liked. His breeding was great. I didn't keep the sale catalog with me. It's in the back. But just a very, very well-bred, well-rounded colt. So number 93, Excellent Nation. Then we missed a few horses. The next one we got was Classy Will. This is the horse, the I'm Gorgeous colt. Just a tremendous individual. This horse, I wasn't sold on I'm Gorgeous. Wasn't in love with the breeding. On the first dam, I can make an argument to buy him or not buy him when I walked up to him. But when I was done looking at him, the argument was simple. He was probably worth 18 or 20, and I think we got him for $13,000. So Classy Will almost sold out too as I look at the list. Classy Will is a very good-looking individual. Next, we went on to number 147, horse that I thought was worth probably more than we were going to pay for, and that was Cabernet. This was the first crop of Art Speak out of a sister to Andrevet. This horse should have went for a lot of money and simply didn't. And I think it was probably because she's a Pennsylvania, Kentucky, dual-eligible filly selling in an Ohio sale. A long sale season, and people just said, I'll wait, And I think that's what went on with Cabernet. So Cabernet, again, long, strong, good-looking filly, well put together, but a Pennsylvania filly selling in Ohio, and it cost them. Didn't cost us. We saved a lot of money on this filly, I think, and Cabernet for $7,500 was a very good purchase yesterday, I also believe. Talking Peter, one of our top picks. I told Danny, I said, I think he'll bring 16, 18, 20, and I don't know if I'm really, depending on what horses we got leading up to Talking Peter, depending on the mood in the sale, I really don't know what. I said, I'm not really comfortable paying 20 for this colt when we could pay 40 for one that might look better, maybe, in the Ohio Select. So for me, there was going to have to be a lot of value, again, in buying this colt. Nothing wrong with him. Put together very well, big, strong colt. $8,000 he went for, and I have no idea why. Maybe people also just figured the horse would go for a little bit more, and they were looking for the other options. So you have to understand also that the sale for us was built perfectly for us yesterday. They were racing an entire full card at Scioto Downs of stake horses as the sale was going on. Like, that made no sense to me. I couldn't be at the sale. I made our picks and asked Danny to bid on them because we were racing our horses, and it worked out great. Yes, won yesterday in 157. West 52nd was fourth in 158. He popped a quarter crack, and we didn't have a great day, but Yes certainly did. And this is all going on as the sale is. So these horses, you know, you got to really think for yearlings in Ohio to be selling at the same time people that race young horses are racing them. Just doesn't really make that much sense. It was great for us. I think these horses, we paid drastically reduced prices for these horses. Talking Peter, Wall Sula Ring at $8,000. Absolutely ridiculously underpriced horse. Then we go to 156, another horse that I didn't think we could get, and that's at Ailsund. A very, very nice filly again. This is a filly that I thought we could maybe get her because her hocks were a little boggy, and I thought that maybe, you know, we'd have to have those OCDs out. But who cares? You take OCDs out of hocks, is just extremely common practice in surgery. 4 weeks in the stall, 2 weeks of light jogging. That's 6 weeks from August. She's ready to go when we get back from Harrisburg. So as we're breaking our Harrisburg horses, we're breaking her also. So there's simply no problem at all with Ailsund. Another filly I thought would bring at least twice as much as we paid for her. We got her also for $7,500 or $8,000. Next was a horse that I loved. Probably one of my top picks in the sale quietly because I didn't know what he'd bring. Jailhouse Jesse is back in Indiana, and just a tremendous journeyman sire, throwing some tremendous horses, an accomplished sire. A little bit older, but accomplished sire. And we ended up giving 10-5 for Jailhouse Jesse. This is an incredibly bred horse also. Traveling Super Light, Traveling Super Girl. These are all very, very good foundation horses. The mare of Poof She's Gone is in the third dam. This is a well-bred colt. I think people just hung off him because everybody wants a Swan for All now, obviously, in Indiana, and this is a Jailhouse Jesse. So again, Indiana horse selling in Ohio in the mixed sale. Probably not a real good fit for the consigners for this horse, but a great fit for us. And he's going to work out very, very well. He's going to end up being a big, big boy. And last, certainly not least, was Overdue Mission. This filly, again, another man of many missions, decent family. I really didn't know what to think of this horse, what it would bring. This is after the sale. I mean, this horse was an easy add-on considering the amount of money we saved throughout the whole sale. In total, in the day, 7 yearlings, $67,000 was spent. So a tremendous day, a lot of value, really some great work on Danny's part, and we did a good job scouting these horses out. Every one of these horses, I can make an easy case for them. Very, very, very good day for us, both in racing and at the sale. So that's a rundown of all the horses. Below, I'm going to give you a little quick video of all of them firsthand, with them actually me holding them, so you can get a look at the horses. We have about half of them sold out right now, half of the shares sold out right now on the 7 horses. I'd like to get them cleaned up as we have Goshen coming up, and then the first big sale of the year is the Ohio Select sale. So that's Ohio from yesterday and today. Pulling into the airport right now, flying back to Ontario, and then we have White Tiger drew the 8-hole in Pennsylvania on Saturday, and Lawmaker racing for 160-some thousand at Mohawk on Saturday night. So for me, for Jason, for Ohio, talk to you soon.
So the first horse we bought in 2018 was this guy. This is Excellent Nation. This is a We Will See colt. The second dam of this colt, none other than the dam of All-American Native, great horse in his own right, and All-American Nadia. Two very good horses. Almost 1.9 million between these two horses in the second dam. First dam has a winner of 152 and 78,000 made. It was by Charlie Barley. This was a pretty easy buy. I mean, for TheStable.ca, we're batting 1,000 with We Will See in Real Willie and See You in Tuscany. This is a gorgeous colt, very well put together, absolutely flawless. And 12.5 for this guy was pretty easy to do. I mean, there's nothing not to like about him. So we have 3 pacers we bought today and 4 trotters. 3 pacers we bought. This was the first one in the sale ring at number 93 today in the Ohio sale. His name, what's your name? Excellent Nation. Excellent Nation. Number 93 in the Ohio sale today. Oh, big boy. So we did something odd today. We started the sale off with 3 pacers. For a stable that has predominantly trotters, we started off with 3 pacers. This was the second one. We had talked about this guy last night. I had done a Facebook Live video. I did a video at the end of our talk last night about Classy Will, who's an I'm Gorgeous. And Classy Will, he has quite the family. And Classy Will's second dam is the dam of Yankee Cruiser, the stud down here in Ohio. Yankee Cruiser, of course, won the North American Cup, made 1.15 million, mark of 149. We could talk all day about Yankee Cruiser. This horse is out of a sister to Yankee Cruiser. Now, well, Will is put together extremely well. He's straight, he's correct, he's got a nice set of legs on him, and he has got a sharp eye on him, and just an all-around nice horse. This was our sale topper, which wasn't that much. We only paid $13,000 for Classy Will. So looking at a horse by I'm Gorgeous, who obviously threw leather up this year in Ohio, I'm Gorgeous, Classy Will, look down the page, all you see is Black Type and Yankee Cruiser. Pretty hard not to like Classy Will. Number 117 today in Ohio. So here is number 147 in the sale today in Ohio, and her name is Cabernet. Now Cabernet, a bit out of her element here. She's a Pennsylvania sired filly, born in Kentucky. Easy. Born in Kentucky, that means she is dual eligible, aren't you? She gets to race in Kentucky and or Pennsylvania. Oh yes. Anyway, this is an Artspeak, first crop Artspeak filly, out of a sister to Andrevet. Now Andrevet, many of you know that you watch the races. Andrevet's probably one of the best race mares of all time. 3.5 million, made a mark of 147 and 4, multiple 148 miles. The entire page of this filly is Andrevet. So, although this filly is not out of Andrevet, she's out of a sister to Andrevet. And as I said to you, we're looking for young mares, first crop sires, horses that are in Pennsylvania yet selling in Ohio. This horse was an absolute steal. This filly was $7,500. She stands perfectly correct. She's long, she's got a beautiful body, she's strong. So for me, I believe the mistake they made was selling Pennsylvania sired filly in Ohio. That's our game. Again, this is Cabernet, number 147 from Ohio today. So we're running through all the horses. Now we did end up, last night I sent out an email, 2 nights ago for you I guess now, sent out an email and I said I did not get a chance to look at Talking Peter yet, so I couldn't give you an update on him. This morning we get up early, come down to the sale to look at 3 or 4 that we had missed, that we hadn't seen yet, and lo and behold, who was standing there looking at us but Talking Peter. This is an Uncle Peter colt out of the same family. Now this is the Armbro Marshall, If Halls Could Talk family. You're going to see in every single sale, you're going to see this bloodline show up in mares all over North America. Very, very strong bloodline. And this is by the Red Hot sire in Ohio in Uncle Peter. Talking Peter was one of our top picks, and yet we got him for next to nothing. So this colt, again, a young mare, second foal out of this mare. The first foal was a DeJarmbro. For those of you out there that have horses with us and know what we do, DeJarmbro was an immediate ban in 2019, 2018, 2019 from the stable. We had, I would say, enough of them to know that I don't really want any more, and I'm sure there's some really nice DeJarmbros out there, but we're not going to have any of them. And this horse is an Uncle Peter, and the only sibling, its only sibling was a DeJarmbro last year at 2, and it did not race yet. So we got a young foal, a hot sire, strong bloodlines, and we paid next to nothing for Talking Peter. So a very, very good thing and great success with hip number 153, Talking Peter. So continuing on with the Uncle Peters, we have number 156, Alzund. It's a Steiner Stock Farm filly. Now this is another young mare, second foal, Marcella Hall, who had 2 wins, a mark of 157 and 53,000 made. More notably was her sisters, Ma Cherie Hall and Madam Hall, both 151 and 4 and 700,000 in the second dam, and again 352,000, 154 in the second dam. Now Alzund, this is the filly I said, you know, if we can get this filly cheap enough, she's well worth the money. She's a big, big filly, but if you look at her hind end, she looks like she has boggy hocks, which means she likely has OCDs in her hocks. Now, you might say, why would you buy a horse faulty? As I said in my email last night, very simply put, we paid $7,500 for a beautiful, well-bred filly by one of the hottest sires, probably the hottest sire in Ohio, with OCDs in her hocks. I can have those OCDs taken out for about $1,800, $1,700, $1,800 at the University of Guelph. We're going to have $12,000 into this beautiful filly. By the time we bring the horses in from the sale at Harrisburg, this filly will be healed up and ready to start working again. So there's no time lost and a ton of money saved. So all thumbs up for Alzund, well-bred filly by Uncle Peter, number 156 today in Ohio. So we are here at the Ohio sale. Today, I don't know if you noticed or not, we bought 7 horses today. We bought, this right here is one of the horses we bought later on in the sale. His name is Jailhouse Master. He's a Jailhouse Jesse, and Jailhouse Jesse has been a great sire for a very, very long time. Out of a very strong family. As I told you guys at the start of the season, TheStable.ca finds values in lots and lots of ways, and I'll explain those to you as the year goes on, the sales season goes on. When you're looking at an experienced sire like this in Indiana, it's a great program. 2, the experienced sire, and 3, first-time foals. These are the ways in for us. People are looking for pedigrees that are blue ribbon, and for us, we're looking for ways in to find value in the horses we have. When you look at this horse, Jailhouse Master, he stands perfect up front, perfectly square up front, beautiful trotter, well bred. If you take a look at the ass on this horse, he's going to spring right up. This is going to be a really tall, really, really strong colt with an incredibly strong family. This colt here was not expensive at all. They're not going to be able to hear me way over there. So this horse here is not going to be expensive at all. At $10,500, I think we found one of the best deals of the sale right here in Jailhouse Master, number 165 today from the Ohio Select Sale. So this was the last horse we bought today, number 170. Overdue mission at Man of Many Missions. For those of you who don't know, Jason and I come all the way back to the sale. It's what, 7 o'clock at night right now? Our Man of Many Missions, he won the OSS today, the Ohio Sire Stakes in 157 flat, and that was Yes. So Yes got it done today in Ohio for us. This filly, right around the same time he was winning, this filly was going through the ring. So this is a filly, first foal. Remember, I keep telling everybody, we're looking for first-time sires, first foals. That's our way in. That's our value, our biggest value ticket. And that's what we found right here with this filly. First foal from a sister to Flame Tamer, who would Flame Tamer through Northern Spark, Northern Bullet, Northern Inferno. All these very, very nice horses. This is a strong pedigree page. Man of Many Missions. As far as the Man of Many Missions go, this isn't a small filly. We've had small Man of Many Mission horses, colts, and fillies. This is not one of them. This is going to be a big, big girl. You look at her arse springing up already. This is a beautiful filly, well bred. All we do is give $8,000 for this filly. How could you not do that? So today it was a success for us. We bought 7 babies. 7 babies. Spent under $70,000 here in Ohio. When you look at the program pages that we bought, we had a very, very good day right here in Springfield, Ohio. I'm very, very happy of what took place here today. Our 7 first public auction horses come out. I'm going to be telling everybody next week, before the next sale, about the other horses we already have at TheStable.ca. So if I do my math right, it looks like we got about 15 yearlings already. 1 sale in, 8 more to go here in North America. And this was the last one of the first sale in Overdue Mission, number 170 in your catalog today.